Hindi lahat ng masakit sa tenga ay krimen, and certainly not sedition.
But I maintain my stance that President Marcos must be held accountable for his crimes. Too many people have died and too much money was plundered from the Filipino people for us to stand down now. Whatever punishment may fall upon me and others who stand against this president who has lost his constitutional mandate of serving the people is inconsequential in relation to the amounts of lives and futures that will be saved when President Marcos leaves Malacanang. He took the deaths and imprisoned...
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
The 60-day suspension of Congressman Kiko Barzaga is a constitutional misfire. The House punished what the Constitution explicitly protects: political expression. Article 6, Section 3 of the Constitution grants parliamentary immunity for any speech connected to legislative functions. Article 3, Section 4 elevates political criticism as the core of free expression. Hindi ito pwedeng bawasan dahil lang may napa-offend sa taas. Even the allegation of inciting to sedition collapses immediately under Supreme Court doctrine. As early as People versus Perez decided in 1923 and Espuelas, the court held that criticism of public officials, even harsh, even scathing, is not sedition unless it calls for imminent violence or uprising. More recently, in David versus Arroyo, the court reiterated that the mere expression of political anger or dissatisfaction, no matter how fiery, does not amount to inciting to sedition. Barzaga's statement did not call for violence, rebellion, or mass uprising. They were criticism, protected, essential, constitutional. And then they point to the lewd photos as if consensual adult imagery violates house ethics. Walang minor, walang coercion, walang krimen. Offense is not a legal basis for punishment. Personal discomfort is not a standard of constitutionality. The Ethics Committee stretched its mandate beyond recognition, policing private morality instead of actual misconduct. Worse, they could not cite a specific rule violated. Disorderly behavior requires obstruction of legislative work, not dissent, not private, lawful acts. A vague, emotion-driven sanction is void, both for overbreadth and for violating due process. By sustaining this penalty, Congress built a dangerous doctrine that dissent can be punished, that private life can be weaponized, and that criticism can be recast as sedition. This chills oversight, weakens legislative independence, and signals fear instead of courage. If the House cannot defend the speech of its own members, how can it defend the Republic? Another day, another regal POV.